Though being the owner of a world record is pretty cool, there are world records no one wants to beat. I'm Mike with List 25, and from surviving the most lightning strikes to enduring the hardest kick to the groin, seriously, who'd want to beat a world record with groin kicking? These are 25 bizarre world records no one wants to beat. Farthest distance survived in tornado. On March 12, 2006, then 19-year-old Matt Suter was engulfed by a tornado while inside his mobile home near Fordland, Missouri. Suter was knocked unconscious and awoke 398 meters away in a nearby field, the furthest distance ever survived inside a tornado.
24.
Farthest distance pulled by horse while on full body burn. As if being dragged by a horse wasn't crazy enough, professional stuntman Josef Todling set his entire body on fire while achieving this extremely painful world record. The total distance Todling traveled in this bizarre way was 500 meters. For those of you wondering, he was protected with several layers of clothing and cooling gels, as well as metal shin and elbow pads.
23.
Longest sword swallowed. The world record holder for the longest sword ever swallowed belongs to Natasha Vorushka. Her incredible feat was achieved on February 28, 2009, Sword Swallowers Awareness Day, with a sword that measured 58 centimeters.
22.
Farthest milk squirting distance. In one of the craziest world records ever, Ilker Yilmaz squirted milk from his eye a distance of 279.5 centimeters. Yilmaz sucked the milk through his nose before squirting it from his eye.
21.
Largest kidney stone. On February 18, 2004, Vilas Guj had a kidney stone removed from his left kidney at the R.G. Stone Urological Research Institute in Mumbai, India. The kidney stone measured 13 centimeters at its widest point.
20.
Longest time spent on gurney in hospital hallway. When Tony Collins, a British diabetic, arrived at the Princess Margaret Hospital at Swindon, England on February 24, 2001, he had no idea he would set a new world record. After being told he would have to wait for a hospital bed, he was put on a gurney in a hallway where he remained for 77 hours and 30 minutes. I guess thank God it wasn't life-threatening.
19.
Most rotations hanging from power drill. The world record for most rotations hanging from a power drill in a minute is 148. This crazy feat was achieved by Hu Yang on the set of Guinness World Records in Madrid, Spain on December 23, 2008.
18.
Largest object removed from human skull. In 1998, Michael Hill was stabbed in the head with a large knife and left for dead, but he survived and had the 20-centimeter knife removed from his skull. The incident happened when Hill was visiting his sister. Hill went to answer a knock on the door when his sister's neighbor Derek Smith stabbed Hill on the head with a serrated knife. It's believed that Smith confused Hill with Hill's sister's husband, whom he had argued with sometime earlier. Though Hill survived the attack, he was left with some complications that include memory loss and brain seizures.
17.
Most clothes pegs clipped to face. The most clothes peg clipped to someone's face in 1 minute is 51. This painful world record was achieved by Silvio Saba in Pioltello, Italy on December 27, 2012.
16.
Most bones broken in lifetime. The pioneer of motorcycle long jumping exhibitions and popular American stunt performer Evel Knievel allegedly suffered 433 bone fractures during his life. 433! Let that sink in for a minute.
15.
Most feet and armpits sniffed. Madeleine Albrecht is the holder of one of the most interesting world records. She sniffed approximately 5,600 feet and an indeterminate number of armpits at the Hilltop Research Laboratory in Cincinnati, Ohio, where she worked for 15 years. I can barely stand to smell my own feet, let alone someone else's.
14.
Most failed driving tests. An elderly South Korean woman known as Grandma Cha Sa-soon became a national celebrity after she finally got her driver's license on her 960th try. With 959 unsuccessful tries, she's also the current world record holder for most failed driving tests.
13.
Heaviest car balanced on head. British strongman John Evans balanced a gutted Mini weighing in at 160 kilograms on his head for 33 seconds at the London Studios in London on May 24th, 1999. That was my 13th birthday. I could have been doing that instead of celebrating.
12.
Most lightning strikes survived. A former park ranger in the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, Roy C. Sullivan, was known as the human lightning conductor. Do you want to take a wild guess as to why? Well, Sullivan was struck by lightning 7 times during his lifetime. 7! And lived to tell about it.
11.
Highest blood alcohol concentration. When a Polish man was taken to the hospital after having been injured in a car accident, doctors were completely shocked to discover that the man's BAC was 1.48%, the highest BAC ever recorded in a human.
10.
Hardest kick to groin. One of the most painful world records ever set, the hardest kick to the groin was delivered by American MMA fighter Justice Smith and weathered by combat expert Roy Kirby. The kick had a speed of 35.4 kilometers per hour and a force of 500 kilograms.
9.
Run over by most vehicles. Tom Owen holds the record of being run over by the most vehicles. 9 3.3 to 4.41 ton pickup trucks ran over the stomach of Owen on the set of Lo Show di Record in Milan, Italy in 2009. Owen is a bodybuilder who has been nicknamed the human speed bump and who's known for allowing vehicles to run him over. Tom is able to withstand such stress due to his large abdominal muscles, which doctors say act as a pillow. However, Owen has sustained injuries during his feats, which include broken ribs and internal bleeding. Shocking.
8.
Longest ear hair. Indian grocer Radhikant Bajpai is the record holder of the longest ear hair, with ear follicles measuring more than 25 centimeters. Bajpai considers his unusually long ear hair a symbol of luck and prosperity and has therefore no intentions of trimming it.
7.
Most rattlesnakes held in mouth by their tails. The most rattlesnakes held in someone's mouth by their tails is 13, and it was achieved by Texas snake man Jackie Bibby. He held the snakes for 10 seconds in front of a live audience, breaking his previous record of 11 snakes. Bibby has been handling snakes for a long time and has been bitten a total of 11 times. The 11th rattlesnake bite cost Bibby his leg and nearly his life.
6.
Heaviest weight lifted with the human tongue. The world record for the heaviest weight lifted with the human tongue was set by Thomas Blackthorne in 2008. Blackthorne was able to lift 12.5 kilograms using his tongue, which was then pierced by a hook holding the weight. Blackthorne managed to hold the weights for over 5 seconds on the set of El Show Olímpico in Mexico City, Mexico.
5.
Longest hiccup attack. What's the longest hiccup attack you've ever had? Is it longer than the world's record holder? Charles Osborne started hiccuping in 1922 while weighing a hog. It wasn't until 1990, 68 years later, that he was able to stop hiccuping. During the first few decades, Osborne hiccuped around 40 times per minute. This rate slowed down in later years to 20 hiccups per minute. The hiccups were due to a busted blood vessel which damaged a part of the brain that inhibits the hiccup response.
4.
Heaviest person. According to recent statistics, it's estimated that over 2 billion people are overweight or obese worldwide. Yes, I'm one of them. The heaviest person from among all these people, I am included, is a man named John Bauer Minnick. Since childhood, John had suffered from morbid obesity. At his heaviest, he weighed 1,400 pounds, but was able to bring his weight down to 476 pounds in a period of 2 years by following a strict 1,200 calorie per day diet. Sadly, John died on September 10th, 1983, weighing 798 pounds.
3.
Farthest car accident flight survived. American paramedic Matt McKnight was at an accident scene in Pennsylvania when he got struck by a car and thrown a distance of 35.9 meters along the road. He suffered multiple injuries all over his body, but made a full recovery and returned to work a year later.
2.
Highest pool dive. In 2015, Brazil-born Swiss Lasso Schaller dove into a pool below the Cascata de Salto waterfalls from a height of 59 meters, setting a new world record for the highest pool dive. After hitting the water at an estimated speed of 122 kilometers per hour, Schaller dislocated his hip but survived.
1.
Strangest diet. When it comes to eating bizarre things, nobody will ever beat Frenchman Michel Lolito. During his lifetime, Lolito ate 18 bicycles, 15 supermarket trolleys, 7 TV sets, 6 chandeliers, 2 beds, 1 pair of skis, 1 computer, and even 1 Cessna light aircraft. Though no word on if there was a partridge in a pear tree.
Or Tide Pods.
Or Tide Pods. He probably didn't. He's smarter than that.
Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these videos here or just head to our website at list25.com.